sọ pé ìmọ̀ reason ti faith àbúrò Grace Ìgbéra tí ò ṣe kí
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. My name, once again, is Pastor Yemi Ayedele. I chair the committees that have been set up for Nigeria OMP Fund Reclamation Committees, which is made up of the Committee for Communication, Legal Committee, and Intelligence Committee. Their names actually depict the scope of work that has been assigned to them. And so we've given regular updates. As a matter of fact, in the last 5 weeks now, it's really been back to back, several meetings, and the committee have held meetings every day 9 p.m. to review the progress of work, and at least once a week in the last 4 weeks, 5 weeks, we've called a meeting. And most of these meetings are hung on this channel. So, in case you want to also go back and check what we've done, in case you've not been meeting up to the meetings. So, once again, you are welcome. Let me just do a little recap. In February, we came across a law firm, one of the members of our intelligence committee, who also invested in another company called Novatech, which went down about the same time that Omega Pro went down. Uh, Heard about the law firm called Will Morris Legal LLC, that is in Florida, Miami, and they they have won. They have recovered for another. That's a third one now. Another um, company which also is like Omega Pro, went down also in 2022, like Omega Pro. And so, based on that recovery and their perceived evident experience, they were the Novatech heard of the record and contacted them. And this member of our committee also happened to have invested in Novatech. That was why he got wind of this company and he brought it to the committees. And we did our little researches, checked the existence of the company, looked at the processes which they followed in the recovery of the the one that has been recovered, which is a mini FX, even though the case is still ongoing because they are still trying to see if they can recover more money from the founders. And so we started having a discussion with them in February, and we sent a letter. We briefed us of all of these progresses. We sent a letter requesting for their retainership to represent us in a class action, and from there we had a provisional approval to be represented, and subject to meeting some of our own obligations. One of it is the to 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 recruit a professional investigator who will be the first to work, look out for where all of these monies have been paid to, how it has moved from one crypto account to another, and probably moved over if the movement moves to physical banks, and and so that the investigator will do the tracking, and then when this asset or assets have been located, then before the law firm will pick it up from there. And please don't comment now, just wait, let me do this recap first, and then we can now comment. There are a lot of things to discuss today, and most likely we'll just have about 1 hour to do this meeting, because we have another meeting scheduled already for 9 o'clock. So uh, we 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 then had Okay, then the law firm will pick it up from there and take it through litigation process, freeze every account that needs to be frozen, freeze every asset that needs to be frozen, and then also possibly get out the founders who have seemingly gone away with our money. So that is the process. And so we needed to fund the investigators, which is a separate organization licensed, and the fee was 150,000. We had 3 meetings to negotiate that fee. We didn't get any cut down, and so we brought it to you, and you asked us to proceed because at that point we had two options. Unfortunately, we didn't do a vote, but in that meeting, we can still record that meeting. It's still live on the system on YouTube. We everyone said let's go ahead. We actually had two options. The first option is to go ahead, which is the seemingly sensible option. The second option is let's walk away and know that we have lost it. Like somebody will say, why will I keep spending money again when there is no assurance? But you have the option of walking away. You have the option of saying, let me spend a little more to see if this will come out with something positive. And so we all agreed that we should proceed, and we proceeded exactly 5 weeks ago. We had a meeting on Sunday, the 21st of April, with the law firm and the entire Nigerian investors. We had a little crisis that day because the meeting room could only take 500 people, and because of that, we had to reschedule to Tuesday. And since that was when we moved to YouTube, which can take as many thousands as we may want to take. And so we had a meeting, another of that same meeting on Tuesday, where questions were asked, clarifications were made, and all of that. And then we started the contribution. We in the wisdom of the committee, we had a table where we classified every investor into the volume of investment that you've made, a range of volume, and then you know what to pay. And so we proceeded from there. We had 2 weeks to raise the 150,000. 2 weeks expired on the 5th of May, and we were not even near the 150,000. And then so we proceeded and pleaded for an extension, and we got an 8-day extension, which ended on the 13th of May. That was last week, Monday. And when that ended, we also had not met up. However, we know that that seemed to be the last extension we're going to get. And so we requested for a meeting with the law firm as usual. We proposed our date, and then they look at their diary and they now say which of the days. So we requested for the Wednesday, that is the 15th, or the Friday 17th. I think, yeah, 17th of May meeting. And unfortunately, the companies seems to be bereaved, and so they were having the burial ceremony last week. And because of that, the meeting was the good time for them was Saturday. That was just this past Saturday, 18th of May. And that gave us a kind of extension, even though it was not a written approved extension. But since meeting was not going to hold until Saturday, that means we could continue to contribute until Saturday. To cut long story short, by Saturday we had gotten something in the range of $100,000. Thanks to all the members of this group that supported with all their energy and mobilized their people are in their team to be part of this, as many who are willing, nothing forceful. And so we had that meeting on Saturday 2 days ago, and we presented our 100,000 to them. This is what we've been able to raise. Please, will you be able to take this 100,000 and just manage it for us? And our first appeal was turned down because they said the investigator team had billed that invoice that amount, and so nothing short of it will go. However, we presented a second appeal. Okay, if this is not going to go, can you extend for us for a certain period of time, up to 1 month, while we continue to collect contribution from willing members? Can you start work? Because the reason we gave was because the submission of claim for the CFTC case was going to close on 16th of June. And so if they do not start work now, that means by the time probably this money is complete, we'll have missed out of any possibility of having a claim. We are not even sure there's a claim to make, but at least they will have inquired, they will have engaged the receivers and all of that. And in that meeting on Saturday, we were told point blank that from the first day we contacted them, they reached out to the receiver, they had a conversation. They were supposed to have a subsequent next meeting, which they didn't arrange for because they were not sure of our seriousness or our readiness to engage them. And until that, they do not want to commit themselves with a third party when they have not been formally engaged. So they didn't move forward. And beyond that, but there was a first conversation between Will Morris and the receiver of the appointed receivership for the CFTC case. And so, because of this, our appeal was approved, and we were given, it was agreed that we should remit the $100,000, which we had, and after which they will start work today. They will start work today. However, we have up till 3rd of June to make up for the balance of the 50,000, or else the job will be stopped. And so, so the first news for us tonight is that for our members who are genuinely interested in being part of this, to register consent and make their contributions to this cause, we have an extension for 2 weeks. And I want to plead with us, especially for those who have been asking for month end. The month end is covered in this extension. For those of us who have been asking for 3 more days, in fact, on Saturday or Friday, people were still asking just 3 days by Tuesday. Now you have even more than the 3 days. And so it's nice news, it's a good news to first tell us. And so I believe that this is very pleasant to our hearing. Now, having agreed, what are the next course of action? The next course of action is a few things, and one of it is to be able to prosecute this process. Don't forget, they have they have a record of success in handling this matter. And so, to be able to prosecute this, we need to register ourselves as an organization. I mean, we need to register ourselves as an organization, that we are an organization whose membership span across the globe, because truly we have investors in Nigeria, and I'm not talking about Mega Pro now, those of us that are going to be represented by this law firm. So we are going to register our organization, and it's going to be registered in Florida as a group of entrepreneurs who find opportunity around the globe investing in different kind of businesses, including real estate, including but not limited to crypto, real estate, etc., etc. And so we are going to be registered. We are going to have a board of trustees. This task is going to be completed this week. To do that, we need some of my members to be represented on the board of trustees, which need about 7 people, and some of them have to be from the United States of residents in the United States of America, probably in New York, Florida, or what other city is that. So that's why immediately after now, I'll be proceeding. The committee will be proceeding to have a meeting with the USA resident. Even though we had one yesterday, we had one last week Tuesday, another meeting with the US residents yesterday, and then today we'll be having another meeting after this. The next thing is that after this registration, we are going to sign a formal contract with Will Morris Legal LLC to represent us to prosecute our cause. And so all of that, where I'm talking about what has been designated to happen this week. The third one, and I hope we are taking note, the third one is that Will Morris will begin to engage and set up a meeting with the receivership for CFTC to open the books a little deeper down to see do we have any likelihood of having claim as Omega Pro or monies that can be linked to Omega Pro in the CFTC case. So that is number 3. Number 4 is what's it now? So we're going to sign the contract. We are going to proceed. We are going to register. We are going to sign the contract. Okay. Number 4 is that we are going to move the fund, the deposit of 100,000 to Will Morris LLC. And so, don't forget, I made you a promise at the beginning that at every stage going forward, we are going to agree to everything that we needed to do. Okay, we needed also as a matter of urgency to develop a website, and we've been talking about this. We didn't even know they were going to also mention it. I said in the last meeting that one of the important things that we need to do is to build a website. One of the reasons I even adduced to that was the fact that a lot of us submitted especially the first and second consent in ignorance. A lot of us submitted it angry self. I always use this example when you ask how much is your investment in Omega Pro, and somebody typed, how am I supposed to know? Why are you asking me? And you see some people typed all manners. You see somebody will type 199, 120, 142, all manner of things. And some people will type in word, some will type in number. And that's why you see the last consent registration, the current ongoing consent registration does not allow you to put anything apart from number. Okay? It's part of what our experience. So we have said that we want to ask. So we have about 200 and something people here right now. There are so many things to discuss now. Okay. We have two sets of we have over 200 people here now. So we are going to make a vote. Okay. And the question is, should we proceed? Now I'm putting it, should our organization, when I mean our organization, I mean Nigeria. I'm going to come to the name that we have suggested to be registered, which is the registration should be ongoing as we speak. Funds Reclamation. I'm using the name that we use, even though we have changed it. It's not what we eventually use, because we're guided on the things that how we should coin the name. Okay. So should our organization, Nigeria OMP Funds Reclamation Team, proceed to make a deposit payment of $100,000 to Will Morris Legal LLC, Florida, in respect of investigators' fee of $150,000. The answer is yes or no. Okay, so organization. So the question is too long. The question is still too long. Should we proceed? Let me just say, should we proceed? should we proceed to make deposit payment of this to Will Morris? The question is still too long. Don't worry. No, don't answer yet. We are making this very, very. Let me put the 100,000 as 100K. 150K is still too long to make deposits or to pay deposits. Please don't type yes, okay? Morris, okay? Beautiful. Okay, so please, we will answer that. I think so. We are starting the pool now. Please, we have over 200 people here. You have the pool there. Let's start voting now. Yes, no, yes, no. Should we proceed to pay the deposit? Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. 25 votes, 30 votes. Some people are undoing their votes. 44 votes. So please vote. It's on your screen now. We have 51 votes now, 66 votes, 68 votes, 76 votes. Please don't click twice. If not, you'll be undoing your vote. Okay? Because I see the vote reducing and increasing. 94 is reducing to 88 now. So please don't click again if you have clicked on yes. Okay? So now we have 99% yes, 1% no. Okay, 97% yes, 3% no. Please, free will vote. This is going to be here forever, recorded. And so I'm waiting for 226 votes. I can't vote, so 225 votes. As the chairman, I am not going to vote. 98% yes, 2% no. You can see that this is very thorough. Okay, please undo it. You can type, you can click on that no. I think it will reverse it. Okay, but please, you are free to pick any of the choices and don't be intimidated that you are the only one saying no. Please don't let the number of yes intimidate you. Let your conscience be what is judging you to say yes or no. So we have 149 votes. Please, let's make sure every one of us votes. $158, please. Let this not take too much of our time. In the next 2 minutes, I think clicking yes and no shouldn't take so much time. So, and if you want to go and pray about it, we can give it to tomorrow to come and drop your yes and no if it will make any much difference. Okay? Okay, so while we are doing that, let me quickly, while we are doing that, let me bring up something for the next discussion. Okay. Okay, 171. Please, let's be fast. We are 233 here, 235. So please, let the rest vote. Let everybody vote. If no, don't type yes. Please, there is a poll on your screen. Trishify. Yes, the contract will be signed. Don't worry, the contract will be signed. Please let the rest of us vote. No, to delay it tomorrow is just a joke. We will allow you to delay to tomorrow if your vote will become a veto vote. That means if we have a peer of 50-50% or 50-49 or 50, even if we have 3% different, even if we have 10% different, we can decide that where there's a difference of 10% between yes and no, we will reconduct what do we call electoral college. We'll do electoral college tomorrow so that everyone that did not vote today will have the opportunity to vote tomorrow. Neutrality may be allowed. No, no, no. Neutrality is not allowed. It's counted for your silence is counted for, I don't know what to call it, for consent. Okay, silence is counted for consent. So we have 185. Please let it just push to 200 and then we will end the poll. The moment we have 200, let me do a calculation. 200 over 223 or no, over 236 times 100. 200 over 236 times 100. So if 200 people vote, that's 84%. That is well above two-thirds. So we already have 194 votes. Please, let's make it up. Let's make it up. Yeah, the prayer opportunity is important, but if you wait till the day of battle to pray, you know that you are likely to be a victim at war. Okay, so prayer opportunity. We've been praying. We've prayed. Oh, we just had 200 now, and then 2 people removed their vote again. Please, let's cross this 200, and the moment we cross this 200, we're on 200 exactly now. I just want 5 more votes. Just cross 200, then I will end the poll. Okay, 201. I still want a little push beyond it. 202. I can end it any moment from now, but I want more votes. 203. So I end the poll. Okay. So I don't know. I can't share this screen here. The vote is over. Should we proceed to pay the deposit of 100,000 to Will Morris Legal in respect of investigation fees of 150K? Yes, 95%. No, 4%. 1% did not vote. So I think this is 203 people voted. 95 says yes, 4 says no, 1% were indifferent. So I think can someone who has filled the consent form? So please, please, let's wait. Don't ask questions yet. This is why sometimes we will not get our best when it is time to ask question, so that you don't start saying again that you have not answered my question when your questions have scrolled over. So I'm pushing the results again into the chat room, even though it's on the screen. So thank you very much. 95% of us have said we should pay. 4% say we should not pay. 1% are indifferent. Now, let me also tell us what we have done. Last week, Tuesday, we met with investors resident in America, and we spoke to them, and a few of them resided in Florida, but the closest that resided in Florida did not live in Miami, and it's 8 hours away from Miami. And so we started looking at all the options, and we got somebody, another investor who lives very close to Will Morris. There and then we did a search, a random search. Please don't ask questions yet. Can you just be patient? Okay? Can you just be patient? So we did a random search, and number one, we found that Will Morris existed. Number two, we found that Will Morris is listed on the Florida Bar. The Florida Bar, that this is a website of companies that are that operates, a legal company that operates in Florida. Okay, so I want to try and just hold on for me. I want to try and share my screen again, so you see some of the things that our search. Hello, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Please, you can hear me. Thank you. My sound is back. Please, let's be patient. This message is rushing too much. Can you hear me? MAD, can you hear me? Let me ask from my committee. Yes, you can hear me now. Okay. Sorry, I guess it might be network. I was not muted. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. Thank you. Oh, so where did you hear me? I said we found that they were listed on the Florida bar. That's a registration of all legal company, all bar companies in Florida. We saw they filed their annual returns for 2021, 2022, and 2023. We also said that was not enough, and we sent somebody from among the investors living in Miami to visit the office. And this was what they found out. Okay. So I'm going to be showing you some of their collections. I hope I am there. I'm going to be showing you some of. So can you hear me now? MAD, please verify my audio is back. MAD, I trust you to verify my audio is back. Audio restore. Thank you. I think the sharing of the screen mutes the audio, so it's okay. Thank you. So having said this, I'm just trying to show us the efforts that we have made in the last since Tuesday So yesterday we got this feedback of what was done, the verification that was made, and all of that. So also, when we were to present names to be used by us, we had a meeting of the committee yesterday, and we had so please don't rush me, please. I'm the one that should be rushing. I'm the one that has another meeting. So we so we had a list of names, Justice for Omega Pro Investors Community, United Omega Pro Investor Community. We had almost 10 names. We came to two, and the two was United Omega Pro Investor Community and Justice for Omega Pro Investor Community. When we send this to the law firm say this has nothing to do with Omega Pro. It's not going to be presented like we came out of Omega Pro. We are just investors who have a common purpose, and because of that we are united, and Omega Pro is one of the outlets that we have invested in. Back and forth, we presented these two, and then we voted, and in the voting we had United Investors Community carrying the day. So the name that we are going to register for ourselves in Florida this week is United Investors Community, UIC. Okay, so I just felt that information will be important, so that the next thing you see, UIC, United Investors Community, just know that it's talking about us. That's the name that will be represented in the law courts. We are a group of entrepreneurs who seek opportunity in various sectors of investment and entrepreneurship. Okay, so this is what we have done. Registration had commenced. We are going to have a lot of things to deal with this week. So, having said that, I think this is the brief that I have. Let me also say that as part of this process, as had been announced, let me be very clear and without any ambiguity. We have asked everyone to register consent. And by registering consent is saying, I want to be part of this. The next stage is to pay your contribution to the United Investors Community to be able to prosecute one of our investments that had gone bad. And so, and we all know what rates has been apportioned to you depending on what category your investment falls. And we all know, we have said that we have a 2 weeks extension up to 3rd of June for those who have not paid to pay. Now, let me make it very clear that this group is for and only for people who are interested, number one, and who contribute their annual, let's call it annual levy, who contribute their annual levy in quote. These are the list of people that will be presented to the court by Will Morris. Will Morris is going to say, we are Will Morris, representing our client, United Investors Community, whose membership spread around the world, and we who have membership in tune of 2,418. That is a list, the consent list of people who paid and who had been defrauded in a so to the tune of $247 million. So the number of people and the total of their investment is what is going to be listed and taken as the consent list for people that are being represented by the law firm. We have also said that any investor, because it is very safe and it is very sweet to sit back and do nothing, and then wait until you hear that the first $100,000 recovery has been made, another $150 million in recovery, and I say, I want to join, no problem, we allow you to join. But whatever fee you are supposed to pay now, we are circulating, we are going to circulate. It's going to be as part of our memorandum of understanding as a group. My volume has gone again. Please, MAD, please confirm. So if you want to join at that point, you are going to pay 5 times what the people that cleared the bush paid. Thank you. So I want it to be very clear, and it is going to be part of what is drafted into our memorandum of understanding, our trust deed. Okay, and it's very important that we know that. So now we have voted, we have asked that we continue with all of this agenda that have been enumerated above. So the next thing is, please, any of my secretaries who think I'm missing out something, please, you can do me a DM in my WhatsApp, because I okay. So now I want to listen to your questions. I'll take the next 15 minutes to respond to your questions as much as I can. So please, you can now type your question. If you have typed anything before, know that it is gone. This is when we are now accept questions. So please type your question. If there's anything you want to ask, don't forget we have an extension up to 3rd of June. And please, after 3rd of June, it is closed and closed. Between now and 3rd of June, make every effort. If you truly are interested, make every effort. We know that there are genuine cases. However, we cannot make exception as the rule. There is a saying in corporate practice, you cannot make exception the rule. Please, one of the committee members should also help me get the Telegram link without any introduction to it, no comment on it, just the link alone, so that I know people are going to start asking. So let me start answering the question. What am I paying? Who am I paying to? We have a wallet address. Please join the please, one of the committee members, secretaries and members, please just be dropping the Telegram link intermittently. We have a Telegram group. What to pay, how to pay has been listed there. So please make sure you're on that Telegram group. If you are not there, that's the next thing that I will advise you to do. Do the law firm have the jurisdiction to try Omega Pro, known that they are not registered in the US? Okay. Now, Muyiwa Motoye, this is the way it goes. You see, we have been having meetings with US residents. Why? Because based on, when lawyers talk, they will say they are looking at precedents. Okay, a precedent has been set, and it is a pattern. It is what is allowed. It is what they call establishing jurisdiction. As part of establishing jurisdiction, we are going to have, it's just like we are going to tie ourselves together. The people that will be standing in front will be US residents. We will now, so if we are 2,749 and 49 of them are residents in the US, we will now say the United, what's our name again? UIC, United Investment Community or Investors Community, made up of 49 residents of America and 2,700 other members spread across the globe, we are filing a class action against Mike Sim, who is resident in America. So you see, America is tied together and joined with Dilawa and the others who are somewhere in the moon, only God knows where. Is that okay? So that is the way it is done. So that way we establish jurisdiction, and then it can begin in the US and then spread to wherever any other person is. Is that okay? So thank you for your effort, and thank you very much. How do we make payment in Naira for some of us who have not yet paid? Please join the Telegram group. Please, I want you to keep dropping the Telegram link. Join the Telegram group and then go and ask that question there. There is a document. It's just a 3-page document. A 3-page document. You will read. You will see the 3 options you have to pay, and you can. I think it's simple enough. to make up the amount which is urgent, can those that have paid make additional payment? Yes. If you didn't pay complete, please, you can make additional payment and send it and take note of it, that and in your mail, for every payment you send a mail, in your mail state that you have made a previous payment, attach the two screenshots. Okay. And also, let me also say, for those who are unable to pay fully, maybe your category is supposed to pay $100, but you're only able to pay $30. Whenever in the future, after the closure of this on June 3rd, you want to make the remaining $70, you pay $70 and 50% of the $70. That means you are going to pay $70 plus an additional $35. Is that okay? That is, instead of asking one by one, can we make list of investment made to know how much to pay as contribution? No. Yes, you can, but when you pay, you see, it's just like, let's say we are a group of friends and we are 7 and we make different varying investment, or let's say 1,000. So you can pay, 7 people have to register consent. You cannot combine consent. Now, but you want to pay together. So you can pay, how much is 1,000 supposed to pay? I think it's $20. So you pay 20 in 7 places. You can make one single $140 payment. When you are sending the screenshot with the attachment to the designated email, you now say this $140 is made up of, number 1, Samuel Okorocha, $20. This $20. Rachel John, $20. Samuel Chuku, $20. You will list the 7 people. Is that okay? My question is, why did Omega Pro ban investors from Dubai and America even when they domicile in Dubai? This question is for the Omega Pro, it's not for us. Is it all of us who have registered consent before still going to contribute to the remaining 50K? No, if you have registered consent and you have paid, your case is closed. You have sorted out yourself. But if you have not registered consent and you want to register, please register consent. If you have registered consent and you have not paid, or you are going to just register consent and pay. Okay? Please just be patient and look down the Telegram link. I'm sure I'm worried. How do we separate Nigerian fund from, say, French investors? We're not separating any fund. And this is the way it goes. Now, I'm going to give you Emini FX example. Emini FX total investment in that company was about $350 million. When Will Morris went on this class action, they were able to recover $160,000. So that means that $160 is recovered on behalf of the people they represented. The other people that were not part of the action can go and chase the remaining $200 or $190,000. They can go and chase it. That is the way it works. I've not filled the form. Please join the Telegram, and you will see everything has been pinned there. You will see the links of the consent form to fill. Can someone who could not submit a consent form due to incomplete information still go ahead to fill the form and make payment? Who could not submit? If you have not submitted consent before, you can submit consent. But please, if you have submitted consent before, don't double submit consent. Just pay. Now, as part of what we are going to do, for some people submitted consent and the consent was not, you know yourself that the consent you submitted was not correct. Please don't submit another consent. Just pay. When we open up the website, we will give room for people to be able to edit the last consent that they submit, the previous consent they submitted, and you can put the correct either amount or number of accounts and a few other information that will be permitted to be corrected. Can we add please keep dropping the Telegram link. How do we separate Nigerian from, okay? Can we have the Telegram? What of the case you do not know what your total investment? Can you use what you saw in broker? Please don't use brokers group. Don't use brokers group. Brokers group is a total of investment plus profit. In this case, there is no evidence there is any business that produces a profit. It might come out. So what the lawyer asks for is the capital. So try and estimate what your capital is. Don't put the broker's group balance, please. Okay. Okay, YouTube is not allowing us to post. So please, if you are in this meeting and you have not joined the Telegram group, whatever method you got this information, go back there and ask for the Telegram link. For everyone here, you got an invitation to be here. So go back to where you got our information and ask for the Telegram link, okay? Will Morris return our consent feedback to us if they are unable to get our phone? That is not going to be possible. What we are paying, we are not even paying Will Morris this 150,000. We are paying an investigator fee, and their fee is paid in advance. And because what it's just like asking somebody, my dog ran into this bush and he said, pay me $20, and then he ransacked the entire bush and he can't find the dog. And he said, bring the money when the effort has been expended. I want us to understand the way this works. Will Morris will only be paid, and this is one of the things that is for me is sweet. Will Morris is not going to be paid until there is a recovery, and the court will even be the one to say, take so percentage for yourself. Okay, I'm ready to pay now. I have 200 investment. Please, for now, until the closure on June 3rd, anybody, those of us that have just $200 and $100 investment, you are only to register consent. You are not paying a dime. For those that your investment is $200 or $100, please make sure, don't say we are going for free. You are going for free, but with your name on the consent list. So we pack everyone with $100 and $200 on the consent list, the registration, and put them in the consent list, approved consent list, because they are not going to pay a dime. But after the closure on the 3rd of June, even if you have $20 investment, which is not possible, 200 and 100, you are going to pay $20. I think $20 is what belongs to that category. Okay. So how do we separate now? Okay. So with due respect, okay, somebody is saying Daniel Oja was the first African crown diamond in Omega Pro. He was very close to directors. Where is he now? The question, I'm going to answer you this way. Do you want Daniel Onoja to prosecute this for you, or you want us that you chose? If you started this with us in October, we were selected in an open meeting. So do you want Daniel Onoja to prosecute this for you? If you want Daniel Onoja to prosecute this for you, then maybe you wait for Daniel Onoja to form his own team. We are the representative of the people. And so, with due respect to, I don't want to talk about any human being. I just know every one of us as investors. And the only thing I can tell you, so that I do not seem to be covering anything up, is that Daniel Onoja had paid what he's supposed to pay for this course. And that is the only thing I can tell you. But as to he should know where the director is, I don't want to go in that direction. And it's not according to our objective. Our objective is to look for where this money is hiding. If it's hiding in the hand of Daniel Onoja, I bet you Will Morris will pick him up. That is what I know. But if it's not in his hand, I don't want us to deviate our focus from our focus. People that fill the consent form earlier but didn't pay, are they supposed to fill don't fill consent form twice. If you fill in, we have had 3 sessions of filling of consent form. We had one in December. If you fill there, we had another one in February. If you fill there, anytime you have filled consent form in this group, don't confuse yourself. If you fill consent form somewhere else, please. But if you feel in this group, anytime you have filled since December said or February said or the ongoing said, please don't fill consent twice. I'm trying to read Dr. Bonaventure on how to go about my payment. Please, you don't need Dr. Bonaventure. Okay, join the group, join the Telegram. Wherever you got this information from, get the Telegram group and you will get the process to pay. However, we have advised all the team leaders, including Dr. Bonaventure, to open up their lines to be able to support their people, especially the people they brought into this business, because they also owe them responsibility. So, but try to get in touch with him, but let him not be the one that will disenfranchise you. If you can't get in touch with him, just come into the group. We will show you the process to pay, okay? Means of payment is not shared on Telegram. It is very shared, sir. It is very, very shared. We are not going to post it here. It will be within the group. Why can't all the diamonds take up this course? Well, it is not our objective. Our objective is not to make the diamond to take up this cost, and we do not think it is wise, because some of you don't know me. I am a diamond, but I became diamond with my own money. So, and my money is locked in the same Omega Pro. So if you ask diamonds to pay, that means you are saying I should pay for the entire problem that I didn't bring people to become diamond. Are you getting it? So please, let's just face real business here. When if God helps us and we get our money back, we won't talk about any diamond. So, and let me tell you, what we ask the diamond to pay is not, you are not seeing it. And at a time when we get to a point here, we are going to publish what every diamond paid. Diamonds are not following that table you are seeing in the public. That's not what diamonds are paying. Diamonds are paying something higher. And it's not because they are diamonds, because they were team leaders. They encourage some people to join, and we feel that they should have more commitment to this. Okay? So thank you. Sir, those who have filled the form sometime last year, please don't fill again. Your team, amen. So I believe that the questions are done and dusted. Sorry. If there's any further question, please put it in the chat room. Okay, I am due for a second meeting now, and so we have to quickly wrap up. Please, how much will a capital of 1,005? Please, can you just follow simple instruction? Get into the Telegram group and ask these questions. It's on a table. We are going to show you on the table, and you will yourself see where you belong. Okay. So for American investors resident in America, please, our meeting is starting any moment from now. If any one of you is here, please join the meeting on the link that you have. Is the US Zoom still holding? Yes, it's holding, and people are already joining. So anybody that is asking, tell them to join. We are up now. The diamonds should pay because they enjoy the benefits of Omega Pro. Everybody, yes, that you heard what I said. I am a diamond. I'm giving you my example as a diamond. I am a diamond. All my money, I became blue diamond with my own money. And so, are you saying I should now pay for this because I, just like you, put all my money and my money is trapped there? So sometimes when we just talk about diamond, not every diamond is made money in this system. Not all diamonds are. So let's just understand. In our wisdom, over 30 of us as committee, 3 different committees, we have looked at what is best for us. We have built everyone according to how much they invested, and we build the diamond something different. So please, let's respect that, and let's if we think we have something that is better than this, then maybe we form another group. But this is what we have done for the last since October, and so please, let's not take ourselves back. It's either you want to be here or you don't want to be here. If you don't believe what we are doing, you are making a good suggestion, but I'm telling you why it doesn't work that way. Okay, thank you very much, Michael B. So please, let's quickly ask all our questions. Another meeting is just starting by now. Please, Mr. Theo, you are co-host. Help me keep admitting people. Please, if you are not an investor living in America, please, there's no point joining the American meeting. Please, I fill the consent before and give my consent. Have 20,000 for this activity. Am I expected to pay additional fee based on the table shared? Yes. If to have $20 deducted from where? Deducted from where? You're not, nobody has any money to deduct from. We are asking you to pay it, not deduct. Deduct from where? So can we still pay on the payment as closed? Payment has been shifted. The deadline has been shifted to 3rd of June. Amen. Oh, money should come on time. Please let our money come on time. If it comes this week, we don't have to keep shouting this again and again. Okay, somebody is saying so the so-called diamonds have also lost more money than most of us. I'm giving you my own example live. I am not hiding it. This is over 200 people, almost 300 people here. And anybody that has to say otherwise should say it here. I became a blue diamond with my own money. I told a few friends about Omega Pro. They also put their money in Omega Pro. But I didn't make money in Omega Pro. I lost money in Omega Pro. Okay? An investor leave. Wow, how did you get this link here? Please go to the person that gave you this link to be here to give you the link for the USA meeting. Please, the meeting is ongoing. Please still help me admit people into the meeting room, please, so that I can concentrate for another 5 minutes before I join the meeting. Okay. Thank you very much, Gideon. If you have been paid all your investment and you only have 30% there, if I were you, I would walk away. If I were you, I would walk away. You have collected 7% of your not just investment, of your investment for profit. And you have collected 210%, and you have 90% in the system. If I were you, I walk away, please. And I'm not suggesting anything to you, but if I were you, I walk away. I won't waste my time. I put $1,000, I got $2,100 back, and I have $900 waiting there. I won't blink. Before I'll just take a walk. Investors living in Australia, no, this is specifically for America, but maybe diaspora can join. Maybe you just join for join's sake. But
oh, can you hear me? I can't hear nobody, please. There's no volume, no voice, no audio. Yeah, we can hear you. Just be patient a little bit.
Please, during filling the consent form, in order to beat time, I added everyone's amount under me in one form. Please, am I add them now individually? Please, you have to add them individually. And this is what I say. Kingsley, if you put them all under Kingsley Nwasuka, now don't re-register Kingsley Nwasuka. Go and register the other ones and put the amounts in their name. Okay? When we open the consent, the website, you can now go and edit the amount on Kingsley Nwasuka and put just your own amount there. But pay for Kingsley Nwasuka and let every other person pay for themselves. Where to pay, how to pay. Chucky 123 able, please ask wherever you got this link for the meeting. Go and ask for the Telegram link there and join. All the details are going to. Let me tell you, maybe we don't know. What we discuss here can pull down this YouTube. YouTube is a very disciplined organization. They have their rules, and some things are not permitted. Okay, just because I post my phone number in one of the meetings the last 2 weeks, the live video was pulled down. So, and we don't want them to suspend this thing for breaching their rules. Okay, so wherever you got this link, just go and join the Telegram link. Every detail, just ask question there. But please, I always beg this: if you join a Telegram group for the first time, read everything they have said back. For this purpose, read up to April 1st. And when you get there, you will have had sufficient information before you now can converse meaningfully. Thank you very much. I think we have done sufficiently well tonight. I appreciate every one of you. I appreciate everyone, including the 4% that did not agree that we should move forward. I appreciate you. It's your opinion, it's an opinion, and you have your basis for that opinion. Please, we are open to your suggestions. We are open to every we are open to every suggestion. We are open to every positive criticism. But please, let's make everything as coordinated and and organized as possible. We also do not want negative vibes on our platform. We are not going to take people who are negative, because we also have people whose mindset reject negativity, and it can put them into depression. The same way some people too, when they hear positive things, it put them to depression. So we are anti negativity. So just come there, make your beautiful suggestion in a very respectful manner. Don't insult anybody, and trust me, you will remain on our platform. But if you don't buy the idea of what we are doing, there's no point joining the platform, please. Thank you very much. The money you sent have not been acknowledged. Where did you send the money? Peter Ara, where did you send the money? Because you said the money I sent. Where did you send the money and it has not been acknowledged? Peter, I'm interested in your question. So please answer. To the email given, when did you send the email? Because if you send the right email, you will get a response immediately. It's automated. But if you send it in the first week, we were not smart enough then to put it that way. But the second week on Wednesday, it was configured. And if you sent any evidence, then you will get a response. 11th May. I want to say it's not possible that you sent on 11th May. 11th May is far. Let me see. 11th May. No. We activated automatic response on Wednesday 8th. And what email did you send it to? Maybe some of us have been sending to the wrong email too. What email did you send it to? Okay. So, but don't worry. When all of these things are done, as part of the website where you can amend, you will see if you paid or you didn't pay. You will see how much you paid on the website. But when we are done with the website, okay? So, thank you very much for coming, and let's continue to pray for this system. Let's continue to pray for Will Morris and everything that we are doing. And I know that with God on our side, we will end well. Thank you, and have a beautiful night. Bye for now.